Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in. Really sorry I have to wait so long for my posts. I, I do them as quick as I can, but I can't cut corners. And if I find something, I really have to go the extra mile. And it is an impromptu post. It wasn't what I intended. I've got many subscriber videos I need to put out and photos, especially Jim's. Bless him. I've had his photos for so long. And I've went through them again actually, and I've redone them because I've learned new techniques since I first got his pictures. But tonight I had to post this because I thought it was rather incredible. You must have seen it on Instagram and such like. It's the ball lightning, or alleged ball lightning. I've never seen anything like it. It was remarkable. I remember 30 odd years ago, some friends of mine saw something come out of the ground, light and plasma type thing, and they thought it was a ghost and ran in screaming at the place I was working. It's a remarkable thing. And during the analysis, I found right at the last minute, I mean, it was literally last night, I'd done everything I needed to do. And I thought, well, let's just have another go, see if I can see inside. And I did, and I found something. So it makes me question whether it's a ball lightning or whether it's an orb, or whether they are the same thing. I'd just like to take a second to thank all my new subscribers and everyone that's supported me with a coffee. It was wonderful. Thank you very much. And especially to the person that can have only called a new win, sent me an 8 TB hard drive. It's just a lifesaver. I was so close to, I expanded all my drives. 7 I've got in, and I've managed to transfer all my Truth in Focus subscribers to that. Freed up, we can breathe again for a while. Right, let's have a look at this orb lightning. Okay, so here's the original video. It was shot by Ed and Melinda Pardy from Alberta on July the 2nd, 2025. It's about 7 p.m. It was after a storm, lightning storm, and they were under tornado watch. Quite an incredible thing to see, isn't it? Especially, he said it was about 20 feet off the ground. This was broke by Global News, as you can see. So at least I can zoom in on this one, but it's quite fast, a bit shaky. There's also, I noticed, a couple of things fly across backwards and forwards in front of the camera. I don't know if you noticed those. And I was like, wow, what's this? So seeing those two things flying about was an immediate distraction from the actual... There they go. You see those? I asked a photographer friend in Scotland, and he said doubtful if it's from that phone, that particular make of iPhone, but it looks like it could be a reflection off glass of something. I certainly can't see any wing movement in it, and I have looked at that before. I had to look at a bird flying across the moon, across the big full moon. It looked very strange, but when you got close up, slow down, you could just see the hint of a movement implying wing. I couldn't see anything like that on this, so I don't know what they could be. It turns into looks like a cylinder. I don't know. Very strange. But they do go backwards and forwards, and they don't move with the camera, which is another thing. Although he does appear to follow them sometimes. Anyway, back to the orb. Let's see if I can get one better detail than this. This is an early slow motion. A bit jerky there. But not very clear. A lot of noise and haze going on there. But you can notice some little things. And look at that, little lump on the floor. I love the expanding energy, or whatever it is that's coming off it. There's some great shapes going there. I needed to slow them down, and it's gone so fast. I mean, the disappearing's fast, but there we go. And there's those two things again. That's very strange. So here we have a super slow. This is, what was this at now? Probably 16 times 16 slow. I'm not sure. I do start off with the best intentions of noting it down, but then over the excitement of discovery, I always tend to slip up. But this should show those emissions a lot better. At least we can go backwards and forwards with them. We zoom in a bit. thing about this is I'm moving it forward a bit with the slider there. You see little bits poking out. Let's go in a bit. It's a shame the background is as light as this. I did find a way of getting around that, and I'll show you. Let's see what it looks like with a darker background, so we can get some more detail. A little light there. This piece. Even the arrow keys, it's still going a bit zoomy. There's also some pink. You see that? Certainly a different tone. Something coming down the bottom there. This is where that object was, like I said earlier. It's a strange thing. I'll show you the stills. I'll put them up. This is very odd. Let's move forward and go to the darker ones. This looks better. Although it's made the core a lot brighter. I don't think I can leave it on play because I think, oh, I can. That's not too bad. Excuse the silence. Wow, fantastic. Nice lighter blue around the edge there, as you can see. Don't need to point that out, do I? It's this I want to see, what's in there. What's inside that. Found it really hard to pull it through. I didn't do the Photoshop frames, which I really should have done. I went to DaVinci to try, and it took several goes. The colour changes on that and there. Wow, I don't remember seeing that. Got too close. Maybe a bit. Where does it go? Is that a hole at the back of that? Is that black? Is that just me wanting to see that? Okay, earlier in the video I said to you that I hadn't done any Photoshop frames. Well, being as this video has taken 3 to 4 days to put together, I have. I did some last night. I did some really excellent reveals of the cube, which I'll show you in a moment. But this process that you're seeing now is photo restoration filter in Photoshop, and you can see the cube there. Look at that. Can you see it? The pink. You wind this back when it's finished, so you can see it. But I will show you some more of that. You wait till you see what's coming up. The films I did last night was just a simple tweak on the levels, and to take the black, the white, the black, without inverting it. I did an inversion afterwards, but by golly, it really brought the cube out, and you're going to be blown away when you see it. I just love looking at this. Look at these shapes at the top. What's that all about? And there's one comes down the bottom here. Something like pokes out. And there, what's that? That's like on one of them orbs, isn't it? When you get when it's running around the edge of the hole, or whatever it is. There's the cube. This is what I wanted to bring out, and that's what I have done. You see this in a minute. I'm not clickbaiting you. I want you to see this because it's gorgeous. And there's another shape there just popped up. One of my subscribers, Alistair, also spotted a light to the far left of this. If you go back to the videos earlier, you can really see it. I wasn't concentrating on that because I want to see that. Look at that shape coming out there. Okay, here we go. This is the final neural filter one I did. Just I'll put it in topaz so I can move it around and zoom in a bit for you. Look at them bits at the bottom. Do you see them? And I'll just take it back a bit. There. One on the left, flickering, and then one underneath there. And then round the edge of it as well. Let's go back. I missed anything. But play it. God, he's gorgeous. When I had that first film, the frame rate was awesome, and it just pick this up. Look at that. Carrying along across the floor. Strange dark edges. The thing there, that line's from, I've mentioned that before, it's an anomaly with Photoshop. When you're doing batch conversions, I believe. I'm not sure now. But there, look at that. That is just like the orbs, isn't it? There you go. Oh, look at a little pointy thing at the side on the right. There. And on the right, there's that thing again. It's, well, two more spots. What's that? Two spots come in. And the darkness is there. Look at this. I know you can see it. Sorry. But it's only there. Look at that. Right. Oh, there. That's a form, isn't it? And that. I'm gonna go darkness. Awesome. Okay, this is an early one I tried. It's a bit gaudy, but it's basically taking the light away from the light, and there's the cube. That's the first time I saw it. There, look at that. What is that? And the gorgeous stuff around the sides here. There's certainly something going on here inside there, isn't there? There, that looks like a form. I think that's it for the cube on that bit. Yeah. Busy in there, isn't it? Thinking about how slow this is. I mean, that's me moving it forward actually, but there. See, this is really, really slow. No, it's hardly a scientific explanation, technical explanation. It's awfully slow. There we go. I'd say that was a cube. It's morphing, isn't it? But it's still form there. Still there. God, I'd love to see what's in that dark. See, hardly anything happening on the outside at all, is there? It's so slow. There's that dark spot on there. Look at that. Edge. This reminds me so much of the orbs. Let's think about how it's moving about, and this is just seems to be doing its own morphing thing in the middle, regardless of what's going on around the outside. Do I look at this edge? I mean, say it's glitching or whatever it is. Something's making it do that. Wouldn't be there if it wasn't. I only used topaz when I was making the frames and upscaling on this to 4K. I didn't use anything else to enhance that because topaz is the most reliable one for its. I'm not sponsored, by the way. For its, it only takes what's there. I like that red on that. And it doesn't, you know, if it's not there, you won't see it. So that's why I stick with that. I enjoyed that. It's a bit longer than normal ones, isn't it? It's what's it, about 14 minutes or so. I thought it was important to keep as much information as possible, so that's why I took it from the preliminary view right through to that abstract video at the end, to show you, where it came from, really. And it's a special thing. This very few recordings of it. There's quite a lot of fake ones. As far as I know, this one is genuine. I just wanted to give you really all the pertinent information that I obtained from it. Yeah, I've got some time off coming soon, so I should be able to catch up with everyone's videos they sent me. Hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, and you want to appreciate my endeavours, I have a coffee button on the front. Thanks very much for watching.